Hello everybody, my name is Tyler with Revamp Credit, and I have another awesome video for you guys today. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Navy Federal Credit Union internal score and how you personally can get a high score internally with Navy Federal so you can unlock all the products, get the best loans, best credit cards, and all of that. So I'm going to tell you how you can get the 450 Navy Federal Credit Union internal score right now in this video. Stay tuned. Now, all the stuff I'm going to talk about, I have personally done myself. So I'm not just giving you all this stuff that I'm saying you have to do or should do. This is not financial advice. This is just what I've been told. This is all from my personal experience. This is from Facebook groups that I'm in, YouTube, and all that stuff. So with that being said, I'm just going to get right in the video. Less talking. The first thing I want to talk about is direct deposit. Navy Federal likes to see that you have direct deposit set up with them, whether if it's in just a regular checking account or their Flagshipping account. Okay, guys, they like seeing that. They want to see that. So make sure to set up a direct deposit with Navy Fed. The second thing I want to talk about is the pledge loan, guys. I know some of you may have heard about the pledge loan or the pledge loan hack or the Navy Fed pledge loan. So that is another thing that you're going to want to get set up, guys. It's very good. You know, they make a little bit of interest off of it, and that's just another thing that Navy Federal likes to see. I personally have had 2 to 3 pledge loans. Again, I made a video on that. If you want to go check that out, basically what you want to do is you set up a pledge loan. You use the money in your savings account that's already sitting there, and it's basically a secured loan, guys. You're basically borrowing your own money, and it builds your personal credit and your internal score with Navy Federal, so it looks good. So basically, you put, like, let's say the minimum's 250, and you put it in your savings account. They're going to give you an additional 250 right into your checking or savings account, and what you're going to want to do is pay that off at least 90% right away, and just let the rest sit for 6 months. But again, like I said, I made a video on that. Okay, guys. The third thing I want to talk about to build your internal score with Navy Federal is a credit card. They like to see that you're a member and that you're using their products and that you have a credit card. It could be any credit card. And if you're just trying to build your credit or trying to rebuild your credit and you can't get approved for one of their credit cards yet and you just joined Navy Federal, I highly recommend the secured card. That's how I got my foot in the door in the credit card game, and that's where I suggest everyone to start. But again, they just like to see you have a credit card, no matter what credit card is. If it's a secured card or an unsecured card, they really like to see that. So that will also help you build your internal score with Navy Federal. And again, guys, why do they like to see you have a credit card? Because they're making money every time you swipe the card, right? Navy Federal is making money. So of course, they're going to want to see you having one of those. All right, guys. So another thing I want to talk about to build your internal score with Navy Fed is the Flagship Checking account. I honestly slept on this one a little bit. I just had the regular checking, but I recently just opened up the Flagship. I believe there's a $10 monthly service fee, which honestly is not bad if you're really trying to build a relationship. And then if you have, I believe, $1,500 in that Flagship checking account, then they kind of waive that $10 monthly fee. So that's just a quick tip for you. But again, that's just one thing that you're going to want to do. It's really easy to do. It's easy to open. Anybody can do it. Again, Flagship checking account, guys. All right. And this one's kind of a no-brainer. And I know it's kind of hard to do for some people, especially if you just joined, but they like to see length of membership. They want to see you be a member for an extended amount of time. They want to see your loyalty. They want to see that, oh, you've been a member with us for a year, 2 years, 10 years. You know, the longer you with Navy Federal, you know, the more you build that relationship, obviously the easier it's going to be, especially if you do all the other things I've talked about. You know, it's going to be easier to get their products, guys. So again, length of membership. All right, so this is also another no-brainer, and this is not just Navy Federal. This is pretty much every creditor or every institution, every bank, every credit card company is on-time payments, guys. Obviously, right? They want to see on-time payments. They don't want to see any late payments or, you know, stuff that you're not paying on time. So again, that's another great way to build that relationship. It's just by making sure you have on-time payments always. You know, set up some type of auto pay if you can, or just put it in your phone, on your calendar, set a reminder, or just be, you know, responsible and good with your money, right? And just make sure you're paying everything on time, guys. Also, bonus tip, I would highly suggest turning on overdraft protection, because Navy Federal does not want to see any insufficient funds in any of your accounts, guys. If they see that, they're going to kind of scratch their head and be like, I don't know. And it's kind of just not going to look good when it comes to your relationship with them. So just make sure you do something or put something in place that will protect you from having insufficient funds or a negative account. Okay, guys. All right. And here's another one that I honestly recently slept on, and I just did this myself, like recently, like literally the other day. is actually to get CD or a certificate of deposit with Navy Federal. There's many uses for this, but they have multiple different options. They have the Easy Start certificate, they have the Special Easy Start, among other ones. I just did the minimum $50 one. I think it was like I just put $50 into it for 6 months, and then you can keep putting money into it. But again, guys, CD is another great way to build that relationship. I guess the whole point of this video is they like to see you using multiple products of theirs. Obviously, that's going to help you build a relationship with them. That's going to get your internal score up way quicker than someone that just joins and just lets the account sit, or they don't do anything. They don't do direct deposit. They don't get a credit card with them. They don't open up a Flagship. So again, you're going to want to try to do as many of these things as possible to not only help your personal score, but also your Navy Federal internal score, and get all of those hot products that everyone's talking about. The good loan rates, the good credit cards with the high limits, all of that stuff, guys. So again, guys, my name is Tyler with Revamp Credit. This is some of the things that I have done, and I suggest you doing if you want to build your personal score and your internal Navy Federal score. Again, all of this kind of comes into one, right? You're going to want to try to do as many of these things that you can if possible. You don't have to do all of them. I understand everybody's different. Everybody is in a different situation. But I suggest, especially if you just joined, at least set up direct deposit, maybe set up the Flagship Checking, and then maybe get a credit card. I think those three right there are going to be pretty doable for everybody. But like I said, this is not financial advice. This is just my tips and pointers, my experience, things I've heard from other people, things that I've helped my friends do, and all of that fun stuff. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like the video, comment down below how long you've been a member and what you have out of all of these things so far. I'm going to keep giving you free content every day, weekly. Just created this channel, trying to help everybody out, guys. So happy New Year, and I hope you have a great day.